A very good morning to all of you students. Today we are going to begin with graphic presentation part 2. In the previous class we discussed about frequency polygons. Today we are going to begin with that topic only, but the very next how to do it will be frequency polygon without histogram. How to create a frequency polygon without histogram. A frequency polygon is a graphical form of representation of data. It is used to depict the shape of the data and to depict trends. It is usually drawn with the help of a histogram, but can be drawn without it as well. A histogram is a series of rectangular bars, as we have discussed in the previous class also, with no space between them, and is used to represent frequency distributions. Now see, in the question you can see that test scores, frequency and class mark has been calculated. How the class mark has been calculated? We are going to add upper limit plus lower limit divide by 2, then you're going to get this class mark. And we are going to plot this class mark on the x-axis, students. See, 54.5, 64.5, 74.5, 84.5 and 94.5. However, but we have to join the frequency polygon touching the both axes or both of the sides of the x-axis only. So we are going to take a point before 54.5 and after 94.5 also on the x-axis. Now let's try to create a histogram. See, 54.5, we are having a range of 5. So plot a dot at 0.5. At 64.5, we are having a point dot, point it out at 10. 74.5, 30. 84.5, 40. 94.5, 15. And when we are going to join only these points, we are going to get a frequency polygon. Students, we are going to join this through a scale only. We cannot make a frequency polygon with a freehand curve. It is not possible. So we have to create a frequency polygon using scale only. And after that, we are joining the x-axis on the both sides. So it will be considered as your frequency polygon. Moving ahead. Next, we are going to discuss about ogives. Now, what is an ogive? Ogive is created only for cumulative frequency curves. The word ogive is a term used in architecture to describe curves or curved shapes. Ogives are graphs that are used to estimate how many numbers lie below or above a particular variable or value in data, as we do in a cumulative frequency data also. To construct an ogive, firstly the cumulative frequency of the variable is calculated using a frequency table, which we all know how to do. It is done by adding the frequency of all the previous variables in the given data set. The result or the last number in the cumulative frequency table is always equal to the total frequencies of the variables. I'll show you how that also. Uses ogive curve or the cumulative frequency graphs are used to find the median of the given set of the data. If both the less than and the greater than cumulative frequency curve is drawn on the same graph, we can easily find the median value. That is, when the less than ogive curve and more than ogive curve intersect each other, we are able to calculate the median value for that given data. The point in which the both curve intersects corresponding to the x-axis gives the median value. Apart from finding the medians, ogives are used in computing the percentiles of the data set values also, which you're going to learn in your higher classes. Let us discuss about less than ogive and more than ogive. The graphs of the frequency distribution are frequency graphs that are used to exhibit the characteristics of discrete and continuous data. Such figures are more appealing to the eye than the tabulated data. It helps to facilitate the comparative study of two or more frequency distributions. We can relate the shape and pattern of the two frequency distributions. In our syllabus, we have two methods of ogives, that is less than ogive and more than ogive, and we all know how to calculate this less than ogive or less than frequency or more than frequency. But how to create or how to construct a less than ogive curve or more than ogive curve through that given frequency, we are going to learn about today that. Draw and mark the horizontal and vertical axis, as we all know. Take the cumulative frequency along the y-axis. So all the cumulative frequency will be plotted on the y-axis, that is vertical axis, and upper class limits on the x-axis, that is horizontal axis. Against each upper class limit, plot the cumulative frequency, connect the points with a continuous curve. In the similar way, we are going to do, but over here, we are going to take the lower class limit on the x-axis, and against each lower class limit, plot the cumulative frequency, connect the points with continuous curve. So students, question says construct the more than cumulative frequency table and draw the ogive for the below given data. So what we are going to do is, we have been given with the marks 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60, 61 to 70 and 71 to 80. See, this is not an exclusive series. So where firstly we are going to convert, or we're going to calculate the class mark 1 to 10, that is 1 plus 10 divided by 2 gives you how much, 11 plus 20 divided by 2 gives you how much, 21 plus 30 gives you how much. So in this way we are going to calculate the class mark or the mid mark between that. Then we are given the frequency 3, 8, 12, 14, 10, 6, 5, 2. Let us calculate cumulative frequency also. 3, 3 plus 8, 11. 11 plus 12, 23, 23 plus 14, 37, 37 plus 10, 47, 47 plus 6, 53, 53 plus 5, 8, 58 plus 2, 60. Now to plot an ogive, as I told you, we are going to calculate the class mark, and it's a more than ogive curve. So we are going to begin with the last one, that is from 70 to 71. The mid mark is 70.5. So at point 70.5, we are going to mark it as 2. From 60 to 61, the mid mark is 60.5. So 60.5, the frequency will be 2 plus 5, 7. Over here, 51 or 50, the class mark or the mid mark will be 50.5. Over here, the value will be 2 plus 5, 7 plus 6, 13. Then 40.5, the value will be 23. How? 2 plus 5, 7 plus 6, 13 plus 10, 23. So in this way, you're going to plot the points with coordinates like this, and you're going to get points like this at 70.5 this, 60.5 this, and when you're going to create a freehand curve, you're going to get a more than ogive curve or more than cumulative frequency. And more than cumulative frequency curve will always be touching your higher frequency on the x-axis curve.